Let's look live at Highway 16 and the entrance to Jasper National Park, Alberta. This hour, residents of the town of Jasper are able to return home for the first time in weeks after being forced out by a fast-moving wildfire. Now, visitors are not allowed in due to privacy concerns. Let's go to Sam Sampson now, who is at the entrance to Jasper National Park. So, Sam, what are you seeing there right now? We're taking a look at some of the traffic flowing in the shot that we have, but what are you seeing?
That's right. Well, we are right here at the gate, right at the east gate. This is the only way that people can get in from the Alberta side. So take a look at this. This is where, if you are a resident, this is where you're going to prove that, yes, you live in Jasper. Today is the first day that you're able to get actually back into your house to assess the damage, see what happened. So RCMP here, Parks Canada, they're all checking the addresses. And then look at this lineup. This was even bigger just moments ago, and really the park only opened minutes ago, right at 7 a.m. here in Alberta Mountain Time. So here's what people have to do. They have to prove that they actually live in Jasper. Then they'll get a re-entry guide, which will kind of act as their in and out pass, because as I mentioned, only people who live there will be able to go. And so if your home is still standing and you're going in, what we're hearing are people are checking things like they haven't had their utilities turned on in quite some time. They're checking structural damage, things like that. We were here really early this morning speaking with people who are going back for the first time, and they expressed quite a bit of anxiety.
This is our community. This is where we raised our kids, and it's going to look a lot different. And you know, there's a lot of different emotions because we have people that have houses and people that have lost their houses completely. And you know, this is the first time that the community is coming together, and we get to see our neighbors and kind of just go through the experience together.
So remember, a third of the town of Jasper burned down. Most of those were homes. And so there are a lot of mix of emotions. You have anxiety. Some people have expressed to me that they have survivor's guilt in a way, that their home is standing while their neighbor's isn't. That man specifically, he said, okay, I'm going to check my fridge. I'm going to check my freezer. He has a rental home, and family has homes in Jasper as well. So he's going to check all three properties. Hopefully we'll be able to check back in with him today to see how things went. Some of these vehicles, by the way, I just wanted to get you to look at the park entrance again. Some of these people are just waiting to go through Highway 16. If you don't live in Jasper, you are not allowed to stop on Highway 16. So some of them are just going right on through as soon as they are checking. Now, as far as visitors go, that's not happening as far as anytime soon. I know that Jasper relies very heavily on tourism, but Parks Canada, the municipality itself, say they want people to come back. They want to welcome the world back to Jasper, just not yet. They're giving residents the weekend to really get accustomed to this new reality. We are not allowed in even until Monday, and so we will keep you updated throughout the day just on how things are going for residents.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, that brings up the question of the timeline here, right? I mean, people are coming back to see what's there in Jasper now, but the recovery timeline, it could be really long.
Could be quite a while. I know that the Premier was saying, and we're just moving over because there's some free-flowing traffic here. The Premier said once she stepped in, Premier Danielle Smith, in here in Alberta, it could take several weeks. It's been more than 3 weeks now since people were forced from their homes due to the wildfire. So rebuilding is an incredibly long timeline. People who have been through this across the country know that, and they have shared their support with people here in Jasper. But it's been clear as well from officials that they're hoping to welcome visitors back before the town is rebuilt itself, because as I mentioned, this community relies so heavily on tourism year-round.
Absolutely. Sam, thank you so much. That's Sam Sampson at the entrance to Jasper National Park in Alberta.